Financial literacy is the foundation of wealth, independence, and financial freedom. Without it, even people who earn millions can end up broke, stressed, and dependent on others. With it, even someone earning a modest salary can build security, stability, and eventually true wealth. Yet, financial literacy is something most of us never learn in school. We're taught history, math, and science, but not how to manage our money, grow it, or protect it. That's why this video is dedicated to giving beginners a clear roadmap to financial education. By the end, you'll understand the key principles of money, the mistakes to avoid, and the first steps you can take today to secure your financial future. Let's dive in. Money touches every aspect of our lives. From the house you live in, to the food you eat, to the opportunities you can give your children, all of it depends on your relationship with money. Unfortunately, many people grow up learning about money through trial and error. They pick up habits from their parents, who may or may not have been financially literate themselves. This creates a cycle where people spend their entire lives working hard but never learning how to make their money work for them. Financial literacy matters because it gives you control. Instead of money controlling your life, you begin controlling your money. You understand concepts like budgeting, investing, saving, taxes, and credit. You can plan for emergencies, retire comfortably, and avoid debt traps. Without financial literacy, money feels like sand slipping through your fingers. No matter how much you make, it never seems enough. Consider this: nearly 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and a huge percentage of credit card holders are carrying balances at high interest rates. This isn't because people are lazy or don't want a better life. It's because nobody ever explained how debt snowballs, how compound interest works, or how small, consistent investments grow over time. Financial literacy is also empowering because it reduces stress. Studies show that money is the #1 source of stress in relationships and families. When you don't know how to manage money, every bill, unexpected expense, or job change feels like a crisis. But when you are financially literate, you anticipate these challenges. You have savings for emergencies, you don't overspend, and you're not trapped in endless debt cycles. Most importantly, financial literacy creates freedom. Freedom to leave a toxic job because you have savings. Freedom to travel, start a business, or help your family without constantly worrying. And eventually, freedom to stop trading hours for dollars, because your money is working for you through investments. In short, financial literacy matters because it is the gateway to financial independence. Without it, you're at the mercy of the system. With it, you build a life of stability, choice, and opportunity. Financial literacy can feel overwhelming at first, but when you break it down, it rests on a few key pillars. These are the fundamental building blocks that form the foundation of financial education: budgeting, saving, investing, and debt management. Budgeting is the starting point. A budget is simply a plan for your money. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Budgeting isn't about restriction, it's about clarity. You know how much you earn, how much you spend, and how much is left over to save or invest. Whether you use the 50-30-20 rule, 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings investments, or another method, the key is being intentional. Saving is the second pillar. Savings act as a safety net. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, medical bills appear, jobs change. Without savings, even small emergencies can push you into debt. Financial experts recommend having at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses in an emergency fund. Beyond that, savings also allow you to seize opportunities, whether it's buying a house, investing in a business, or furthering your education. Investing is where your money begins to grow. This is the pillar that transforms financial literacy into financial independence. Investing means putting your money into assets that generate returns: stocks, bonds, real estate, or businesses. The key concept here is compound interest. Money makes money, and then that money makes even more money. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Debt management is the final pillar. Debt itself is not always bad. Mortgages, student loans, or business loans can be considered good debt if managed properly. But high-interest debt, like credit cards, can quickly destroy financial stability. Financial literacy means knowing how to avoid unnecessary debt, pay down balances strategically, and use debt only when it helps build assets. These 4 pillars create a strong foundation. Once you master them, you can layer on more advanced skills, taxes, retirement planning, estate planning, or entrepreneurship. But everything begins here: budget, save, invest, and manage debt. Learning about money also means unlearning bad habits. Many beginners make the same mistakes that keep them stuck financially. By being aware of them, you can avoid falling into these traps. The first mistake is living without a budget. When you don't track your money, you overspend without realizing it. Small expenses, streaming subscriptions, takeout, or impulse shopping, add up to thousands of dollars per year. A budget forces you to be conscious and intentional. Another big mistake is relying on credit cards without paying them off in full. Credit cards are powerful tools when used wisely, but many people carry balances and pay interest rates of 20% or more. That means if you buy a $1,000 laptop and only make minimum payments, you could end up paying $2,000 or more. Financial literacy teaches you to pay in full or avoid high-interest debt altogether. Not saving for emergencies is another common mistake. Too many people think, "I'll start saving later," but later often never comes. Then, when an emergency strikes, they borrow, sinking deeper into debt. Even small savings, $500 to $1,000 at first, can provide breathing room and reduce stress. Beginners also fall for get-rich-quick schemes. Whether it's day trading, crypto hype, or questionable online courses, the promise of fast money lures people in. But financial literacy teaches patience. Wealth is built consistently, not overnight. Lastly, many people wait too long to invest. They think, "I don't earn enough yet," or "I'll start once I save more." But the truth is, time is more important than amount. Investing $100 a month starting in your 20s beats investing $500 a month starting in your 40s, thanks to compound growth. By avoiding these mistakes, you protect yourself from financial setbacks and build a foundation of good habits that will serve you for life. Financial literacy is not just knowledge, it's action. The best way to become financially literate is to start practicing, even in small ways. Step 1. Track your money. Write down your income and expenses for a month. Use an app or even a notebook. Awareness is the first step toward control. Step 2. Build an emergency fund. Start with a small goal, maybe $500. Put it in a separate savings account and don't touch it unless it's truly an emergency. Step 3. Pay down debt. Focus on high-interest debt first, like credit cards. Use the snowball method, paying off the smallest balance first, or the avalanche method, tackling the highest interest rate first. Step 4. Start investing. Even if it's just $50 a month in an index fund, the habit matters more than the amount. You'll learn by doing, and your money will start working for you. Step 5. Keep learning. Read personal finance books, watch educational videos, or listen to podcasts. Financial literacy isn't a one-time lesson, it's a lifelong skill. The more you learn, the more confident and capable you'll feel. Finally, surround yourself with financially responsible people. Money habits are contagious. If your circle is full of overspenders, you'll be tempted to follow. If your circle values saving and investing, you'll grow with them. By taking these small but powerful steps, you'll build real financial literacy. Over time, these habits will compound into stability, wealth, and eventually freedom. Financial literacy isn't about being rich, it's about being prepared, confident, and free. It's the skill set that allows you to make money decisions without fear, stress, or confusion. It's what separates people who are always struggling from those who steadily build wealth. The journey begins with understanding why it matters, mastering the pillars of budgeting, saving, investing, and debt management, avoiding common mistakes, and taking practical steps daily. No one becomes financially literate overnight, but every small action adds up. Remember, money is a tool. Used wisely, it builds security, opportunity, and freedom. Used poorly, it creates stress, dependency, and regret. The choice is yours. Your financial freedom starts the moment you decide to take control. Start today, stay consistent, and stay dollar-wise.